Picked up this bounty hunter here that we've been using him against the stress immune guys in this floor. He's working out pretty well. Haven't really decided to go with the second Wraith here. This costume just working really well, and as much as I like to go with the kind of fancy no tank route, it's not broke, don't fix it, right? It's kind of the way you would do it. Drop our Cloud and Elite Blade Mistress. See how this goes. Yeah, we'll do our screen, break that stance, and do a shuffle. Get another one into the Cloud. Yeah, that's an annoying little buff there. We're going to have to clear these, I think. And we will. Get rid of whatever that was again. What? Didn't I just dispel? I guess it didn't dispel because she's got wards. So that's not ideal. We'll have to make sure that we get a ward up on... Let's get it up on the Wraith, because that's going to do the main attack there. We'll avoid her for now. I think we'll put another ward up on the Wraith. Let's get them all warded up. Drop our second Cloud and get ready for turn 2. This time we're going to be doing a shuffle, so we'll put the Banshee in her stance. We'll have to make sure that we deal with these two stances, which, of course, the shuffle will do if they land. Alright, so it's going to take 150 damage. He's got 2 wards. Let's see what happens, whether it takes 1 block or 1 ward or 2. It takes 2 wards off, okay. So we're going to have to keep a ward for every one of those on there. Same with another dispel, I think. Yeah, so it's because of the wards that won't go away. So next time maybe we'll just use Finger of Death and get around that. In the meantime, what are we going to do here? We've got 2 wards here still, so we can still do our shuffle.
You will soon embrace your
Get a good number on this guy. Okay, yeah, we'll lose both our wards here, but it's probably worth it. Well, I lost one, maybe one of those currents had dropped off, so that's why. Some more blocks and wards up on the Wraith. Keep them nice and healthy. It's really annoying. Let's see if we can get rid of them for good now. Alright, good. We're kind of dealing with it without the use of mana there, but just to be safe. It is an elite fight after all. We're not saving our mana for one of these. What are we saving it for? Good question what to do here. I think we will know. Still think it's better to do the 50% to all 3 of them than to do a single target in a shuffle. It's assuming this hits all 3, which it does. I think that kill trigger probably gave the Banshee, or the Wraith, one of his last required upgrades on the Spirit Spear. So here we go, Pyromancer fight. We've actually got these 2 mixed up. We're supposed to have the Wraith behind, so we're just going to sort that out. We're going to go AoE on all these guys with our replacement for the Lich here, our Headhunter. And what we're going to do, I guess for this one we'll just do an AoE because we're just clearing wards here. And same thing, we'll just, we won't do the AoE, we'll just go straight in. We're going to put blocks and wards up on the Bounty Hunter, or the Headhunter. And now we've got the ability to go in. Now, we use the ultimate. We should be able to kill one of these per turn. I think we're still going to get some explosions. But we should be able to withstand it and get to a battle heal. A battle eternal. let's get some more stuff up on the bounty hunter, headhunter. And I guess this is where we get our explodes. Good. That wasn't too bad. So we do want to get rid of this extra damage increased by 20% debuff. So let's clear all that off. It also gets rid of the Inferno. Oh, that was close. We'll just continue with our... I was going to use this attack on that, but we can't use it from position 4. Boy. Should we let this guy live? Wow. Just give him a little shot. That'll actually give us a tick of... I think we're still wearing our spirit armor, because we forgot to switch it out. So that'll give the bone golem a kill there. So that'll be nice. This is going to look a little weird. We're going to drop our trap here. Because we know that on the Banshee's turn... Oh. Yeah, on the Banshee's turn, it's going to swap them, but I didn't realize that she was going to move back, so that's frustrating. We outsmarted ourselves there. We thought we were being clever. But it looks like we got away with it anyway, so that's alright. This actually isn't the new one. This is the new one. So what do? Can we kill them both with this? 25 to 36. Let's get 52. Let's just kill this one. If this one blows up, we'll just withstand it. We'll do another purge of the damage buff. We'll just continue with our good work, taking down the sanity of the Pyromancer. Get our bone golem healed up a little bit. It's amazing the trouble that one headhunter can do. A little troubled by this, but I don't think there's much we can do about it. I think here we go double target. And hopefully we don't lose him. He is just the backup, so I suppose if we do, it's not the end of the world. Let's get some blocks and wards up on him. We've still got the Battle Eternal on the tank. Maybe now's a good time for it. I feel like that's correct. I feel like, well, maybe we'll take this guy out and then we'll do our Battle Eternal. That's good. Go back to screaming at her. Blocks and wards on the head on her. And then we're getting a little light of blocks and wards back here. I think that's just going to have to wait. Let's do the old one. Nice hit, buddy. Always good when you can one-shot those. Because our actions are at a bit of a premium. Okay, let's get some wards up on the Banshee. Just about done here. See one one-shot again? No. That's a bit much. Bounty Hunter actually has a stress attack, so if it comes down to it, throw that in there too. We've kind of given up on the Bounty Hunter now. Oh, there we go. We win.
Mine is the winning side.
That wasn't too bad. Level 31 brain. Alright, we got ourselves a 5th floor elite fight here. Looks like it features one of those marksmen. They're pretty darn annoying. So yeah, he's going to act every time one of our people do an action. So that's not good. So what we want to do is... we can't even clear his ward, so that's really irritating. Alright, 5th floor elite fight time. Our priority is getting rid of this stupid marksman. We hate this guy. Might even have to hit him with a finger of death. Let's get rid of those wards. The elite light elemental is a bit of a problem too. Because obviously not vulnerable to stress. So we've got the foot now on the Lich, which means we get an action on turn 1, which lets us drop double clouds. So that's pretty cool. We'll do that. And then we'll go on our no stance right away, because that means that we can do our shuffle like right off the bat, right? Obviously the light elemental isn't going to get involved in this, but we need to clear those wards anyway, so I don't really know how we're going to deal with this light elemental. Maybe we just have to finger death it twice. And then we'll get the mana back for finger death from a Banshee suck. Oh, sniper stance. That is so irritating. I hate sniper stance. How do we deal with this? That's so much damage too. Well, maybe we just have to drop a ward on it. Like, I mean, we got a block, so we'll eat it. And we'll put another block up. And then I guess the golem will eat it. He's still got a ward, so we're going to have to clear that. We don't have 9 mana, really. Well, we've got 6. So we'll clear that last ward, and we'll give him a little shot here. That'll get him out of his stance. And then, despite the Banshee not being ready, I think we just got to go for it here. Got lots of wrath. We do it again next turn. Got 3 clouds on the field of battle because of the foot, so that's pretty cool. Prefer you not go in your stance. Oh, okay. Of course you went in your stance. So we've got a block. I think we just throw it down. We just got to eat this again.
Ashes to ashes.
It looks like we were just able to overwhelm their stress so quickly that we were able to kind of get through that. I think here we do suck. I think we do this guy. Get him back up to full health. We take our little beats here. And then we do a shuffle to get... Yeah. Now, will you redirect my finger death? Is that what you're going to do? Do we have to just... Okay, well, that's not great. So I think this guy might redirect our finger of death. That's not what we want. So let's... Yeah, we were trying to hit her. Well, actually, you can't redirect finger of death. It's only abilities, right? Yeah. Screw you. Now the question is whether we want to hold this guy in place for another suck. I think we do. I think if he dies, though. We won't completely tank this. Yeah, alright, fine. We'll deal with 32 mana. I have to be really careful with these paladins, though. They've been kind of a pain in the butt on this floor. Because they can go into their stance that does damage if you do stress damage. Kind of out of the blue. Kind of sucks. Got our double action with our Lich here. We'll put one down in the back just to clear the ward here. I see about these guys, they do tend to move around quite a bit. Block and ward for every debuff. Well, that's not great, but what are we going to do about it, right? We're going to put blocks up on the Lich, just because if this guy goes into a stance, we have to be prepared. We're going to shuffle, even though we're missing the last position. And then we're actually going to be able to get a third cloud down at once, which is nice, with just the one Lich. So that guy got his prayer. That's not ideal. It's more blocks and wards. But we'll shuffle what we got here. One Golem definitely needs a hand here. Which one was that?
Fresh corpses.
Oh, one of them died. I didn't see which one. It was just the random melee guy. Yeah, we got Wrath for shuffle, so we'll go back to the stance. They don't all die before I can heal up my Bone Golem. You tend to die quickly. Little chain reactions are pretty effective. Yeah, basically, if you get a elite composition that has no stress immune guys and you're running this composition, you're not having any problems.
Maybe I'll craft this one.
Good stuff. So because we've been doing so well, we're kind of actively seeking out elite fights here. It may have been a mistake because we didn't have Finger of Death mana, and now this guy's gone into his stance, so that's super irritating. We got 2 actions too, so I guess he's going to get 2 shots at us. Hopefully that doesn't hurt too much. Yeesh. Alright, so we have to purge that ability there. We'll use our cheapest spell. I guess we're going to be shuffling in a second anyway, so we might as well go into our no stance here instead of... That was a created block, so it doesn't matter. It's actually a good opportunity to figure out whether it clears the block that she just made, or if it clears the block that she came with. I've been wondering that. That actually hasn't come up yet. So let's see what happens here when she comes out of her stance. Alright, let's drop Cloud in position 1 here. Alright, she's going to come out of her stance. So she kept the block. Alright. So the extra blocks get taken off first, which is good. That's the way it should be. Because if it didn't, it'd be completely useless taking blocks on her. Just not even bother doing it, right? So now we know. I don't know what that does. Some kind of a trap. Okay, position 1 here. It's reloading, that's good. They're just taking tons of damage just from existing here. Stance again, this should be a really good shuffle coming up here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, last man standing. This dude. Let's cloud him up. Well, let's actually suck because we're a little low on mana here. And we'll just start from the stretch on him. Hopefully he doesn't do too much damage while we're messing around with him. We're actually going to tick you forward so that we can do single target with the Wraith. That's not too bad. We're out of wards now though, so this next one might hurt a little more. Let's mitigate that somewhat. Will it be enough? Yes.
Mop up the gore.
Well, that was a perfect fight. Alright, yet another 5th floor elite fight. Got another one of these light elemental guys. That's pretty irritating. What are we going to do about that? Save him to the end? No, let's give him the finger now. And then we'll start dropping our traps. Clouds, if we want to call them. I'm not too worried about the Mongol, so we'll heal up the Lich, get her some wards. Not too worried about that because we're not really interested in damaging that guy. Get our first shuffle off, such as it is. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Drop our 3rd cloud.
Your frail body
Back in our no stance. Now we'll heal Gongong. Yeah, this should be a good shuffle. That'll about do it. So we're going to need to get a suck in here to do our second finger of death. So we'll put down our trap here. I think this guy's the easiest to deal with. Oh, that probably wasn't enough. That was. Good. Get rid of her. Looks like the Wraith is looking a little unhealthy. We'll put some words up. Don't have her no stance. Maybe we'll just do a block and a ward here. Get the evasion up a little bit. I guess that put us into the fire there. That wasn't such a hot idea. Might be necessary though. Alright, let's finish this off. We'll go no. I want to heal, but if I step forward, he's going to get pushed back. So we'll just put some blocks and wards up. Just have to endure the pain. Get our shuffle. No deaths yet, huh? Oh, that's annoying. I'm not coming out of here all that healthy. We're not going to have that much mana either. Regardless, we'll finish her off. Do we dare put another suck in? I think we do. I think. Oh, never mind. Well, this mana is going to be a bit of a problem, but got through the elite fight. Alright, we made it through almost to the end here. Got our squad. So we finally found the hook, which is S tier in this composition. We have just about every artifact in the game to get to this one. If you're wondering why we haven't cashed in these artifacts for experience, you don't get repeats offered to you if you hang on to your artifacts. So it's usually best to hang on to your artifacts unless you really need the experience. Now we could grind these up, but there's really nothing else we need, I don't think. I mean, we could go down and get this necromancy power and calcination, but I mean, like our guys, they're wearing greens, but we're feeling pretty confident that we're going to win this fight, so we're just going to go in and take this guy down. Alright, well this wasn't the best shuffle, especially given where the Lich is positioned, so we're going to do a wait here. We're going to use the Wraith on turn 1 to clear some blocks and wards. And then we're going to absorb terror, random target. It won't do anything, but it'll get my Banshee in position. And that should be good. We should be able to do everything we need to do from here. I guess we'll stand in this fire because Moving it will shuffle somebody else into that fire. We don't want that. It's probably a good time for a slake. Just hit everybody with one shot. And we'll start dropping our traps on the 2 wards that are remaining. And I'll clear the field. Then we can drop another one in position 1. Now we got lots of wraths. I think we're just going to do an Echoing Terror right here, even though we don't have the Banshee ready to go.
This will be your end.
And then we'll try to see whether... Okay, so the Banshee is acting next turn after the Wraith, so we need to be in our stance. We probably want to be anyway, because we were out of blocks and wards. I'd like to heal the Bone Golem, but I don't really want to put anybody else in this fire, so let's just get him down nice and low. Drop another trap here. Magister does some missing, which is great. That's that high evasion that we've got, 88%. I think it was higher before he hit us once. Get a nice shuffle in. This guy's almost dead. I guess he got the vigor draining action. A little chain reaction going here. Okay, so the Banshee's acting... I think here we have to heal, even if it's going to cost us a ward. Banshee's acting after the Wraith next turn, so we got to stay in our stance. We'll drop another trap in position 1. And then we got a good shuffle here. Nice. Got 2 for. Okay, now it's just single target and try to heal up our Bone Golem for the next round. We're actually pretty light on blocks and wards here. I'd like to be able to rectify that, but I don't think we can. We're kind of hooped here. Not hooped, but you get this Bone Golem on. Maybe the Bone Golem will probably get the full health and start to be able to pass out some blocks and wards before this guy goes down. If we were really worried about the second phase, we could probably facilitate that, but we're not, really. We've got a fairly, I wouldn't say ideal comp for taking down this boss, but it's pretty close. I'm sure there's some better compositions, but I can't think of one offhand. Our classic debuff stress build was actually very good on this boss.
Your cries are music.
But again, I mean, we're using 2 of the same creatures, right? So, not all that surprising. So this should be about it for the Magister. Any second now, he'll be taking a dirt nap and coming. There he is. Alright, let's see. How are we doing on... It's a good time probably for a Slake. Pop a whole bunch of those wards. And... let's buff up the Lich. We don't have the advantage of double traps on this next phase. Now the Banshee, we made a dumb decision. Well, I don't know if it was a dumb decision, but we wanted to try out this 4-target Mortal. It is not good at all. It's terrible. But it is pretty good for clearing blocks and wards, because we can't cast our Accelerando from position 4, so that will actually be a little bit helpful. Drop a cloud here, clear that ward. This is really not where we want to be with the Wraith. What can we do about that? If we give him a block and a ward, The Bone Golem's just going to jump over him. I don't think there's much we can do here. I think we just start going in on the one that redirects. Get the Bone Golem back up front, getting our no stance, and then we're in a good position. Didn't clear that last ward on the Grand Magister. Now what's he doing? Deals damage depending on the current amount of Iratus' wrath. God darn it, we are at full wrath, so let's not have that happen. Let's do another Slake. That'll clear that. Where's the cloud? Oh, the cloud's there. Drop our second cloud, and that way he doesn't have a ward, and we can shuffle him. Hopefully we don't miss. Good. We don't get that crazy ability going off. Damage increased by 35%. Well, you're just going to have to live with that. We don't have a purge here. Race acting next, so we have to go into our stance. Can't get an extra attack off. You feel free to move around on your own as much as you want. Okay, that's not great. Alright, fortunately the Lich is able to cast in this position. Looks like everybody's able to cast their stuff in this position except for the Banshee. So we'll do the shuffle without the Banshee. I feel like we're getting a little bit debuffed here. So maybe we just want to get rid of that. Now, I think we'll do a suck here. Have to get position and have to just get our mana topped off. Ready for the next round, or the rest of the round. This won't damage her because you got the shield, but I want it in position 1. Banshee's acting fairly soon. I guess we'll wait here. Go up the Bone Golem, get to our no stance, let the Magister do his thing, and then we'll shuffle now that that immunity's gone. Should be a good one.
Savor these last few heartbeats.
Alright, dropping the trap. Whoa, that wasn't the trap. Not sure what happened there. Okay, well we're here again, so that's annoying. I think we'll just suck this guy with full mana. Guess we could have got off a free cast there, but it probably wasn't the best sequencing. Looks like we only have one trap down, so let's just do a triple target here. And let's buff up the Lich, even though we're pretty low ourselves. Drop the cloud. I guess we only had the one cloud because we fat fingered our Q somehow. Do another curse. This time we will use the no stance, preparing for this next action by the Wraith. What's this stance? Deals damage to all minions depending on current amount. Wow, can we interrupt that? We can't because he's got a block. You just have to endure that. I don't see a way to interrupt that. He's going to kind of sneak that in there. Alright, you're going to do 100 damage to me? Is that what you're going to do? That was... Yeah, I feel like I didn't really have any counterplay there. Alright, let's heal up. We lost our Banshee. Yeah, I kind of feel like that there wasn't much I could do about that. I didn't really have an opportunity to interrupt, and he acted so quickly. 2 times in a row. Drop our second cloud here. Oh, was that the wrong place? Yeah, we just misplayed. We're triggered off losing that unit, apparently. See if we can finish this without any more mistakes. I think we still have this. I mean, obviously we would love to have the Banshee back, but... probably save this last bit of mana that we have. We've got enough for 1 Dispel. I do want to get back so we can start using our Necrotic ability here, because it's just going to take too long without that. So let's get the Bone Golem up front. I don't want to invest even 3 mana in positioning, because that's going to not let us cast our Dispel. So I think we just need to kind of slog through this last bit. Definitely going to have to get some wards up on him. So this is 46. This is... it's kind of 6 of one, half dozen the other, isn't it? So let's get the ticking dots. I like the ticking dots, doing damage over time. Alright, this is a good position. This is where we want to be. This lets us use our heavy single target hit. And look at that. That's good. If not 10%. Fairly close. I think we can manage the rest here. I want to go back and take a look at what happened in the death of the Banshee there, and if there was anything we could have done to prevent that. There might have been. I didn't feel like there was, though. We could probably take position 1 here. That's not too bad. Okay, this is not where we want to be positioned, but it's going to take too much to get this guy back, so we'll just continue with the ticking dots. The Bone Golem. Maybe we will just invest the 3 mana. I don't feel like we need to get rid of these debuffs this badly. We just need to race this boss. Because they are going to come off eventually. It is only 15%. I think this 100 damage nuke is worth not getting the spell off. Let's get some wards up on the Lich. Of course. Just love putting that Wraith there. A little frustrating. I wish the Lich had a movement ability. He doesn't. Can he move himself with this? No. I guess we could summon a skeleton. I mean, why not, right? I haven't done that very often. I guess the skeleton will have a stun, too. Not that the stun's really going to matter. It'll give the boss something else to shoot at, though. And I guess the skeleton has a couple of stress abilities, doesn't it? Maybe not when they're not upgraded. Well, the skeleton doesn't last very long. Man, this is going to be a long and arduous ordeal. There. I have another skeleton to play with. Yeah, I guess he doesn't have any upgraded ones. So I guess he's got his ultimate. And that's it. He doesn't have this. We'll see if he actually gets to do something this time before he dies. Alright, now we've got our Wraith in good position. So take that. Nice one. Blocks and wards. Let's do the race since that's our path to victory. 18 to 19 damage. Surely you're immune to stun. Well, I guess this lasts until battle ends. That's a thing. Alright. It's unupgraded, so it's not going to do that much, but it's better to have an empty space in your formation. Let's do the Lich. Yeah, looks like we're going to overcome here. Let's do the Wraith. Alright, well, it wasn't a flawless run, but we got it done. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.